Hey guys, okay, so I'm about 4 minutes from the house, about 2 miles. This is State Route 366 that goes through here. Anyway, just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of an idea. So, in about a half a mile, I got to make a left that leads us into the neighborhood. So, a little more rural. The word is always sounds funny coming out of my mouth, but anyway, so there's a road called Big A, and that's like the main commercial district. And oh, I just missed my turn because I'm yakking. Hang on. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, Big A is the main drag, like commercial district where, you know, your Walmarts and your Home Depots and things like that. Everything north of Big A is more desirable than what is south of Big A. However, that said, I have been telling people for years that Stevens County, it is still mountain lake real estate, and that everything around it became really expensive, and I knew that this was gonna that Stevens County was gonna do really well. And it's like the real estate here is more reasonably priced, and here we are into the neighborhood. And so that has also become true for everything south of Big A, whereas, you know, the history of Toccoa and Stevens County is it was big manufacturing, you know, 100 years ago. And so there's a lot of like workforce housing, which are those little, you know, brick ranches with the little carport on the side, things like that. Anyway, and so Stevens County Commission and the city of Toccoa, which this is just in the county, this is not in the city, have made all the right moves. Like, they've done amazing stuff. And I was just reading a couple weeks ago where they actually rolled their millage rate back. You know, because they do the right thing. Anyway, so it just sold excuse me, a property in this neighborhood back in the spring to a really precious family, also from North Carolina. And they've just really enjoyed the heck out of it. Their property came with 7 acres. There are covenants for this neighborhood, but they've expired. So there's no active HOA or anything like that. So anyway, but you see, they keep things looking nice. Let's see where we at. They are really working. How convenient for my video. See how nice they keep it, guys? Convenient time for my video. Anyway, we're right around the corner from the house, so getting ready to turn in now. I think this one is 919, and they bought 1279 or 1470, something like that. Anyway, yeah, what do you see this property? So this guy spent a gajillion dollars on this little lake. He was having trouble. Oh, are they draining it again? Anyway, he was having trouble with it, not doing well as far as, like, you know, the water. So you got like these little aerators and things, but anyway, they still working on it. Oh, I just passed the damn house. Hang on. Well, at least you guys get to see. So my clients bought this property right down here at the very end. Let's back up. So buying like the not most expensive house in this neighborhood is probably that's a plus. Okay, yeah, so you're right across the street from where this guy's property is with this pretty lake. I think when they get it done, it'll be gorgeous. And here we are. Oh yeah, so you're hidden back from the street and everything. That's nice. I almost feel like I've seen this house before. Anyway, okay. So let's have a look. Okay. So you can see what all is around. So you still got some privacy. Okay. Let me see if I can back this out. There we go. That's better. Beautiful Japanese maple. Okay. Front of the house is looking good so far. This little brick path. Okay. Little front porch with bricks. That's pretty. It's a little bit of a pressure wash and maybe some paint on that B-board up above. Yeah, I don't think this is the same house that I saw before. Anyway. Alright. So you can definitely hear the construction. Oh, lordy. The construction that they've got going on there. That won't last forever though. It's a nice house next door. Ooh, it's big. Okay, so lots of good parking. The driveway's in mostly good condition. Let's see what we got around here. So apparently these people, I don't have to go back and look at the text message, but apparently they're very motivated. So I think something about they got a job somewhere else and they've got to move. So they just dropped it $20K. That's all looking pretty good. It's just got this one little tiny garage, but let's see what else. Okay. Looks like they used to have a little bit of a little fish pond here, but out of commission maybe. What kind of siding? So that's cement board siding. I don't know how I keep zooming in. Looks like they might have, oh yeah, okay. So they got some issues with weather stripping for this door. It mostly looks like they just need some pressure washing. Okay, so there's a little garage out there. That's a very small swimming pool. It's cute. Just small. It's got a little separate hot tub here. What is that? Oh, radon mitigation system. So, I think we had this conversation before. This is another little pond. And unless you got fish in there, probably going to be a mosquito pit. Oh, okay, I see. A little cistern here. Goes down in there. Huh, okay, I probably would take that out. Oh, yikes. I don't even know what kind of... Anyway, those are just insects. They can be removed. This all looks fairly good back here. This brickwork. see what this is. That's all for the... I mean, that right there for the pool, but is this a generator? Let's see. Nope, that's apparently also... yeah, connected to the pool. Okay, let's see. Well, they don't really have gutter guards. I know you can't see right there because it's dark from the sunlight, but there we go. Might be having some water issues right there. The roof looks like it's good, but I'm curious about that. Maybe if that's just because leaves collect there or what. And that's not really gutter guards up there. It's just like some mesh. I'd have proper gutter guards with all these trees around here. Lots of azalea and rhododendron. What is this tree? This needs to be cut away from the house, but anyway. Okay. Okay. I'm wondering how that ended up sinking. I mean, it's brick that, I mean, it's gonna, especially if it's not brand new, but probably the amount of impervious surface here caused that to just sink. It really probably should have been graded away from the home, and I don't think it did that. So, yeah, that might be a problem. And I bet you their gutters stay full. In fact, I can kind of tell that they do. So that probably also didn't help. I don't know. So if you had to tear out all this brick and replace it with sod, tear out that little pond, because I can't see how that's beneficial in any way. I don't know, guys. Let me get us inside. Let's go over here and look at this really quick. A nice little raised bed garden area here. I don't know if that's your thing. Oh, they got lots of herbs here that I'm recognizing. How do we get into this? No gutters here, and you can tell that's what's washing that out. There's a door. Oh, there's somebody next door. Nope, that's locked. Okay. Some pine trees. They look like they're healthy, though. I think the landscaping needs some work, y'all. See? All of that in that valley. It's going to be constant maintenance. Another thing to look at there. Okay, so it looks like it's doing what it's supposed to do. If the gutters are kept clean. And there's, comes over here, dumps down into that gutter, which then goes down there and probably keeps that pond full of water. I don't know. Let's go see on the inside. Outside, I see work. It's still a $500,000 home. So, Let's take one more look up here. So the roof looks good, and I'm looking here at these dormers, and I'm not really, oh, what's that? Oh, it's just mildew. I'm not really seeing any red flags there. I see it's properly flashed, so that's good. I did not read the disclosure, but anyway, let me get us in.